Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so you friends see it. Thank you.
IT's over. Silver bullet revealed that will bring Hillary Clinton down for good. Fox and Friends analyst Geraldo Rivera confirmed on Friday that the revelation Hillary Clinton and the DNC rigged the primary election is not only the nail in the coffin and the end forever of the Clinton era, but also, more relevantly, shows that the Democratic National Committee is in total disarray, according to BizPacReview. Rivera is referring, of course, to the Politico article written by former interim DNC chair Donna Brazile, in which she detailed how the Democratic National Committee prematurely gave the Clinton campaign access to party money as far ahead as 1 year prior to her official nomination. He added that Brazile is throwing Hillary Clinton under the bus and revealing that the DNC is virtually a criminal enterprise. Rivera went on to say that at the time of the election, he didn't believe Bernie Sanders had a chance at the nomination, so his success speaks very directly to the weaknesses of Clinton's candidacy. President Trump made similar statements on Twitter Friday morning. Far-left Senator Elizabeth Warren, DMA, also denounced Clinton and the DNC late Thursday. Warren conceded to CNN's Jake Tapper late Thursday that Clinton's agreement with the DNC so far before the end of the primary season is intensely problematic for the party. After viciously attacking Trump all summer, Elon Musk gets just desserts from real America. Elon Musk is a liberal hero. Yet he was taken aback by the fierce attacks from the left when he joined a Trump business council. The left, so furious at their loss, made clear they would rather see the country fail than see Trump succeed. It was shameful, and the pressure they put on guys like Elon Musk was intense. So you just know Elon was looking for a way to get out of it without looking like a complete fool. And instead he ended up looking like a hysterical liberal. Which is worse, to be honest. For a fool who is also hysterical cannot be saved. Musk viciously attacked Trump for almost everything he did after making the liberal-approved break. From saying, "We haven't actually done it yet," he would pull out of the Paris climate deal, to the Muslim ban, to the hysteria Charlottesville. Anytime there was a controversy, and it didn't matter if it was a drummed-up media story or the truth, Musk came out and denounced Trump. He was clearly trying too hard to please the left. As if he was making up for his original sin of having an open mind and working with Trump. Something the closed minds on the left have never forgiven him for. So we take no pleasure in reporting that after all he did to hurt Trump, he finally got his just desserts. Got knocked off his high horse. First, his company, Tesla, was hit by massive product recalls and manufacturing delays. They are so bad that, according to reports, he is depressed and unable to sleep. The stock was falling, and then came yesterday's bad news bombshell. The GOP is killing off his sweetheart deal, a $7,500 tax credit for electric cars. It propelled his sales, and now, when he can least afford it, it will be gone. Go compete in the free market if you are such a hotshot, the GOP seems to be telling him, and they are not wrong. On the news, Tesla stock fell off a cliff, dropping more than 7%. In the past, when similar subsidies have been revoked for different industries, the companies that relied on them too heavily never recovered. New proof just exposed McCain's ties to Russia, and the instant payback will crush his reputation. It's no secret, not all politicians are good-hearted human beings. Many try their best, and fail, to do what's right for the country instead of themselves. John McCain may have once believed this way, but now it seems his sole concern is seeking out new lows. McCain has now gone beyond bending the law and has begun conspiring with those entrenched in the Russian scandal. Furthermore, he's currently going through great pains to protect these criminals and bury the whole truth. In a brief filed in federal court late Wednesday, lawyers for Russian tech executive, Alexei Gubarev, claimed that David Kramer, a former State Department official and longtime associate of Senator McCain, has been seemingly avoiding service of a deposition subpoena for weeks. Both Kramer and McCain are suspected to have information regarding the Steele dossier and the source responsible for leaking it to BuzzFeed. The Steele dossier, of course, has already been exposed as falsehood, with President Trump himself dismissing it as crap and a hoax. In addition, the dossier has been labeled as a reckless disregard for the truth or falsity of the information published by the lawyers suing BuzzFeed for its release. With all that said, is it any wonder why McCain is hiding out? David Kramer was once a director for the McCain Institute for International Leadership and now he's suspected of espionage. With a history like McCain's, especially when it comes to President Trump, this is something we simply cannot ignore. The fact is, McCain has been untrustworthy regarding Russia since the beginning. He recently denied giving the dossier to BuzzFeed, but had previously admitted giving a copy to Comey during a meeting on December 9 meeting. These are the kind of lies that corrode our country from within. McCain continues to prove himself to be a massive thorn in our president's side, as well as the nation's. All we can do is pray that this evidence finally ends McCain for good. If you're ready for the real truth to come out about Russia, and you want the real criminals to be given real justice, share this everywhere so McCain can't win. Sources: dailycaller.com. Michael Moore just got caught working with the Russians, see the proof that'll ruin him. More information has now come out about the Russian influence operations in the United States were centered around the Democrat resistance to Trump. After Trump's electoral victory, Russian cyber operations began focusing on fomenting discord about the validity of Trump's election. Facebook General Counsel Stretch. Sean Edgett is the General Counsel for Twitter. During the election, they were trying to create discord between Americans, most of it directed against Clinton. After the election, you saw Russian-tied groups and organizations trying to undermine President Trump's legitimacy. Is that what you saw on Facebook? South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham asked Edgett and Stretch. The Guardian recently reported that 10,000 people showed up to the anti-Trump protest. The left-wing filmmaker Michael Moore was among the people that joined the Russian protests despite it being started by the Russians. CNN's reported on the anti-Trump protests over the weekend and noted the following: some are questioning the legitimacy of Trump's victory over Hillary Clinton by noting that although he took the Electoral College, Clinton won the popular vote. Share this to sink what's left of Michael Moore's career. Leaked employee conversations just gave Google the worst news it's ever gotten. Breitbart News revealed on Friday leaked internal conversations amongst Google employees that shed light on the internal biases against conservatives within the company. A recent internal survey revealed that following the firing of James Damore, the Google employee who authored the infamous memo that criticized the company's emphasis on political correctness and diversity promotion, the majority of employees feel the company culture has not improved. Screen grabs published by Breitbart reveal the contentious culture for conservatives within Google's company culture. Damore's memo, widely circulated back in August, asserted that there are biological reasons behind the disproportionate representation of women in the tech industry. In an interview with CNN following his firing, Damore said he hoped that his firing would show that there has been a lot of political discrimination in the workplace and that needs to stop. He added that Google fosters a psychologically unsafe environment. Damore's comments prompted Google's attorneys to publicly request that employees who've felt they've experienced illegal business practices at Google to come forward. We are also engaging with several other Google employees or former employees who have suffered adverse employment actions at Google, one lawyer said in a news release. We are exploring all potential legal avenues for these clients, and gathering facts about working conditions at Google, particularly for those whose views are inconsistent with Google's political orthodoxy. Keith Olbermann voted most hysterical liberal on planet for what he just said about Trump on The View. Keith Olbermann went on The View today and it was a disgrace. Teaming Keith with Joy and Whoopi for a Trump-bashing session. You just knew wouldn't badly. And boy did it ever. Keith Olbermann and I have a lot in common, we both think the president is unstable and we both wrote books about it, said Joy Behar as she introduced Keith. The show quickly took a turn for the worse after that lowlight, with Keith actually saying on live TV that Trump has done more damage to America than bin Laden and ISIS combined. Really, he said that? He was read a quote where he said the above and he was asked, "Do you really believe that?" He didn't miss a beat and said, "Yes." Shocking is what it is, and it just shows you how far the left has gone. And that they will never come back to sanity. He continued, "Yeah, we did really well after 9/11. I don't think that the country has given itself enough credit for what we did not do. We did not restrict all the freedoms in this country. We did not single out people." Meghan McCain jumped all over him and reminded him of the 3,000 lost lives on September 11 and the countless other horrific acts of violence by ISIS and bin Laden, and then, stunned, she asked him again, "You think bin Laden did less to damage America than President Trump?" To which Keith said, "Yes." Wow. This is the American left, folks. Take a good look, because with this attitude they won't last much longer as a viable political party. Share if you are outraged.